Everybody can see it. Say me a overdo it, oh yeah. Hey, y'all have you say, why make you clean so? Y'all have you say, why make you clean so? High grade smoke a flow through me window. Me a overdo it.
Well, hello. How are you? I know it's been a long time since I came on here and did a vlog like this, but I'm letting you know that I am back for real. I got my life together and I know what needs to be done, and it's gonna happen. So I come to you today with a topic that came across my inbox. I got this question from a follower that was like, would it be bad to make my own costume and not go with the band for Carnival? And I'm like, no, that's a freaking fabulous idea. And that's what a lot of people do. So we call that storming. So storming is basically when you participate in Carnival, but you don't pay for it. You don't get a costume with a mask band. You're not going to get that unlimited supply of drinks, well, with some bands. And, you don't get those little amenities, but you still have the opportunity to have the same great experience. So I'm here to give you some tips on how to successfully storm. Storming 101 is what I would like to call it. Now, is storming the most honorable and honest thing to do on the face of the planet? Absolutely not. You might feel a little guilty. You might not. A lot of people don't. Like after your first time, it's just like, I got this. Okay, so rule number one, when it comes to storming, you have to have the right attitude. And by having the right attitude, I mean that you have to understand that you are in the wrong. Like, you didn't pay for the costume, you put no money down towards this band or whatever bands that you will be jumping with and jumping in and out of the whole day. You're just wrong. So it's essential that should you be approached by security or someone who's trying to get you out of the section, don't argue with them. You can put up one good argument in the beginning, but after that, don't prolong it, because it's just going to make you more angry. It's going to make them angry because you know that you're in the wrong. They know that you're in the wrong. And you're just fighting a battle that you shouldn't win. Accept the failure and move on. There's so many other bands that you can go to, and that's the beauty of storming. You can go to a next band. You can go to a next section. Not the end of the world. And you're not losing out on any money. Tip number two, you have to blend in. And by that, I mean that you have to look the part. So if you are storming a pretty mask band and you have costumes and feathers and things, you may want to get some costumes and feathers, and this could be from a recycled costume that you have from another carnival. It could be a costume that you make by hand or that you have your friend make. There are ways. Just try to blend in as much as possible with what's happening. Ladies, the more feathers you have, the best. At minimum, a wire bra and a pair of shorts. Minimum. But for ultimate success, go all out. Alright, so I am a type of person who loves to arrive to things on time for the most part, especially, carnival related activities. I don't want to miss out on my money. When you storm, don't arrive early, because it doesn't make any sense. The goal is for you to blend in with the people. If you arrive early, there aren't going to be any people there for you to blend in with. So you need to arrive at a time where a great deal of people are already present so that you can immerse yourself in with the crowd. This is one of those times where you are not going to miss out on anything, because one, you haven't put forth any money, and two, nobody's there. So your main objective when storming is to not be caught by security, and to do that, you need to stay away from the ropes, because they are the ones holding the rope up. So stay in the middle so that you are with a group of people that will make it hard for them to spot you. So the beauty about storming, is that you don't have to stay with one band. And even when you play match, you don't really have to stay with one band, but you want to, because that's where you put your money. But some you can move about. So if there are 10, 20, however many other bands in the parade, why would you just want to stay in one? So there's numerous reasons why bands stop on the road. At that time, when things are starting to die down or people are not moving as much, security has no other choice but to just look around and see what's happening. And if they spot you in that idle moment, they're probably going to kick you out. So when the band stops, keep moving, and when they start again, then you can go back. But don't try to stay in one place because you will probably get noticed. All right, so one of the things that it may seem simple, but in my mind, I really feel like it's effective, is your wrist needs to be popping. And so Carnival and Juve, like depending on how long you've already been in the area, depending on how many fetes you've been to, you usually acquire a certain amount of arm candy or wristbands, right? You may get 4 bands from a band. Now, normally nobody knows what color these bands are going to be in advance unless you are a part of the committee, which you're probably not. So you're not going to know how to prepare accordingly. But what you can do is save the bands that you have from the fetes that you've attended, meaning don't take them off. And then you have, I like to call them support bands that you may get from a brand or a company that's just distributing them. They may be in goodie bags or whatever. So like right here, I have my Strictly Soca, I have my Chain Up Game, my Follow Kitty wristband, and then I have my Things Nice, of course, hello, my Things Nice wristband. But I have so many more. So save all those ones that you get from the fetes, save the support bands that are distributed in goodie bags or wherever, or your friends give you one, save them and bling up your arm, because they're not going to be able to really tell whether or not you belong. The color that you have from a fete might be the same color that a mass band has, or you know, you may have a holographic one. Just keep them. You know, sometimes people literally just buy them in bulk and just wear them in hopes that they match. I know people are probably like, why is she sharing all this information? Because don't nobody have time to be broke and spending all this money on Carnival all the time. Like sometimes you just want to be chill. You don't want to go through all that extraness. So it's okay to storm, just don't get caught. So one of the key things about storming that you need to keep in mind is you need to travel light. So what my crew and I like to do when we storm is you have a camel pack. There's a hydration pack on your back, and then it also has like these little compartments that you can store, you know, general things in, money, lip gloss, your IDs, and that's pretty much it. The lighter you are, the better you're going to be able to travel. Make sure you have on some good footwear. Sneakers are ideal, but if you're trying to like really blend in with masks and you want to wear boots and all those things, you can go ahead and do that. Just make sure that you're going to be able to kind of be, you know, quick and nimble. So in my opinion, the 2 great reasons for storming is that, number 1, you're on your own time. You don't have to necessarily be anywhere on time. You don't have to go according to mass rules and get in your section and all that. You can arrive when you want, leave when you want, go get food when you want. You know, there's so many good things about not having to play mass with a band. And then secondly is that you're saving money, which is probably like the main reason. You think about everything that comes with a costume payment and you realize you're not just paying for a costume. Like, some costumes don't cost $1,000 and all that in Trinidad just for that. You're paying for the service, you're paying for whatever venues they use for costume collection, you're paying for the drink trucks and the ice trucks, the DJs, the performances, the packaging. All of that goes into the money that you pay for mass. So storming is definitely ideal if you are on a budget. If you are not necessarily in the mood, right, to wear a costume. Mass is great for people who just love to be in mass, or I definitely recommend it for newbies and people who have never played Carnival. So I definitely think you should play mass at least once. You know, everybody's different. Everybody has their own idea or their own vision of how they want their experience to look. So it's up to you. If you have any questions about storming or anything, or just mass in general, do not hesitate to contact me. Drop your questions below. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, please. Remember to subscribe. Remember to follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. I'm everywhere. Just type in Things Nice and